I swear to God, this whole time I just assumed Asia Wilson had a signature shoe. I don't understand how she doesn't. I feel like it's such a layup when you consider she's undisputedly the best player in the WNBA. First of all, I think so. Then she is a 2-time MVP, 5-time All Star, 2-time champion, and there's people saying she's not marketable. That's ridiculous because she's funny as hell and she has half the NBA wearing a one sleeve on the leg. We saw LeBron wearing it recently, and it's just like, how does any apparel company miss this? Right? I don't understand it. It's so obvious. And this is not to take away from Caitlin Clark because that competition got a little crazy too. Like, I understand, like, she has a bunch of racist people following her. Obviously, we all hate that. She, I'm sure, hates it herself. But she is the all-time leading scorer in college basketball, regardless of gender. And she broke Pete Maravich's record. So there is obviously some special talent there. So it's none of this to take away from Caitlin Clark because, to truth be told, there's nothing you can take away from Caitlin Clark. But me finding out today, again, because I just assumed Asia Wilson had her own signature shoe, that she didn't, it's a little ridiculous. And I just feel like these other women just need a little more spotlight on them. I also mentioned on social media earlier, I've noticed Angel Reese is getting completely swept under the rug as far as her contributions to the growth of the women's game, especially in college with the ratings. She was the big name first. Obviously, Caitlin Clark ended up becoming the superstar, but she was the one who captured like the quote unquote culture. And like, I compare Angel Reese kind of like to an Allen Iverson for women in some sense. She was the one who kind of kicked this momentum off. She's the one who won the championship. And now it's like Caitlin Clark is getting all the credit for it. And so it's been uneven. I could say we could speculate on the reason for that, but we kind of know the reason for that, unfortunately. But once again, there's nothing you can take away from Caitlin Clark, but it's just I want to see these other women get a little more attention.
Absolutely. And it's not to, like you said, it's not to take away from Caitlin. She deserves her accolades. She deserves her marketability. But it's not just her. It's literally like, if you've been following along with this, it's been since before Sabrina Ionescu, great player, great talent, great young player, but she got a shoe before Asia Wilson as well.
Yeah.
And it's just continued like the disrespect to African American women and just their contributions to the W. Like it's a vast majority Black league, and you got the three players with signature shoes are all white.
Yeah, and to be fair though, Breanna Stewart did leave Nike to get her own shoe.
Yeah,
but I don't think that makes shoe companies look any better. Just going back to the original thing, the best player in this league doesn't have her own signature shoe.
Yeah,
like it's I don't get it.
And like you said, she's smart, she's funny, she's a great role model. She just came out with her first book and bestseller. Like she's awesome. Everybody loves her. 3-time gold medalist. Reigning back-to-back champion in the W. Just got named most influential people, top 100, I believe it was. She's an awesome player, awesome person.
Yep.
Awesome teammate. Like, everyone loves her. Nobody has anything bad to say about her ever. Besides that fucking dumbass who voted for her for 4th for MVP. Reveal yourself, motherfucker. But besides, it's crazy. And like I said, it's not about not just about Sabrina or Caitlin or Breanna. Like, they deserve their own stuff too, but it's like, so does Asia. Like, Asia should absolutely have her own shoe. There's a lot of Candace Parker was the only other one that had a shoe, and she's obviously on her way out. But like, there's so many great WNBA players, and they are marketable. They are awesome to watch. Like, they're exciting to watch. Like, I'm sorry, if you like basketball and you do not like watching Chelsea Gray play, Like you secretly don't like basketball. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you this. There's no way you can watch Chelsea Gray play basketball and not be a fan.
Absolutely.
They need to do better.
Yeah, I just feel like it's. Oh, go ahead, Lou, because you haven't.
No, absolutely. It's unfortunate. I guess better late than never. I'm happy that this is finally starting to be a thing because they need, like you guys said, I feel like they're just scared to like market behind women, let alone African American women, clearly. But it's like they've never really like this is a whole new era that we're entering. Like the W's got in the most. This is the most hype draft, in part to Angel Reese, like Kenny talked about a couple years ago, coming out into the scene and doing what she did for LSU. Caitlin Clark then taking the baton. Obviously, what the Aces did last year was sensational. Like there is marketable for sure. Like as long as you know how to approach it the right way. But absolutely, you would, it would just be so much better if the like people stop being scared to market this league because the league is excellent. Like Frankie said, if you love basketball and you don't like the W, just say you like men's basketball. Like, you don't like basketball because they play absolutely sensational. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I've been watching them for years. Mostly started watching the W last year, and I can tell you it is sensational. Just even coming across the game and watching the way some of these women impact the game on both ends, it's truly sensational. So it's really cool watching. For example, the person who caught my attention off rip was Alyssa Thomas, and we're talking about it off air. Like if you love just everything that makes the teams that you hate fuel, that's what Alyssa Thomas does. But she does it for her team. Like all the little things, all the things where you're like, God, how is she there again with the perfect on-point pass, perfect rebound, perfect rotation, perfect this, perfect that. And she's like not even the most, gifted talent, whatever. It's just super cool because in the W we were talking about off air as well, like the effort is there from 1 through 5 at all times. It does not matter. And yet you're watching somebody's effort stand out consistently. I was like, oh my goodness. Like it just like a little Energizer bunny the whole time on the court. And it was sensational to watch.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes these corporations can kind of have to take accountability for themselves. Because for one, if you can't market the best player in the league, a league that's growing as fast as WNBA, that's on you 100%. And two, Nike themselves, they've seen firsthand that if the shoe is good enough, people are going to buy it. People have all these jokes about Paul George and playoff P and all that. His shoe sells because it's a great shoe to hoop in. Before Kyrie ended up, I don't know if he's still with them or not. I think he's gone and went somewhere else. But people had all that stuff to say about Kyrie and he's so weird and the spirituality stuff and flat earther. But when he dropped the shoe, it sells. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like Nike knows better than anybody that if you put the good product out, it'll sell from the very beginning. Now, granted, Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, but the product, you revolutionized this shoe and it became this huge thing and it's still a huge thing 40 years later. And it's just like, I just don't understand where the fear is coming from as far as this goes. Because again, I assumed she had one this whole time because there's no way. Like,
man.
No way.
It's crazy because like it's not even like it shouldn't even be like a black women thing. Like like if you know anything about tennis, Serena Williams and Venus Williams sell out a lot of merch.
Yeah,
they I worked the Miami Open one year, and bro, the every woman came in there. Where's the Serena? Where's the Venus? Can I get some of this? Do they have this? What colors do you have? I'm like, bro, that's over there. Go over there. Get out of this is too much. I was like, boss, can we put a sign up? Like this is the little way to Serena section. I was tired of talking to people. Man, like you have the talent. And like you said, Kenny, if your marketability is solely dependent on the athlete, like you're letting the athlete do all the work and your marketing team should not get a single fucking cut of that slice. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's if it's all on them, then then you need to do a better job. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And it's just it's missing such a huge opportunity because Black women are marketable mainly because Black women are loyal to what they like, right? And they're so supportive. When you look at even outside of sports, Issa Rae came from YouTube. Quinta Brunson came from Instagram skits. Like, if Black women like you, there's no limitation to how far you can go. And so you have the best player in the WNBA. And Lexi Brown's spoken on this also. She's getting deals now, but like there's so many cosmetic brands and stuff that could benefit off this because Black women set the tone on fashion and all kinds of stuff.
For sure. All
due respect to him, but Jared McCain got a nail deal before any women's player. And I don't care who paints their nails. I like live your life. It's a trend. I'm 31 years old. I'm not going to follow it. But live your life. Do what you want to do. I'm not going to make any assumptions on your sexuality. If your sexuality is something that's not straight, I really don't care. It's none of my business. But how does no like nail company catch like a woman who's painting her nails for games and all that? Like no makeup company, because they're all women. I think Lexi Brown's one of the women who wears makeup during games. I'm probably wrong about that, to be honest with you. But like, how do you miss this golden opportunity as a business?
Yep.
I don't. And then it all goes back to the best player in the game. She should have companies beating her door down with as
lining
big
up.
as big as the WNBA is getting and how fast it's growing. I don't understand how you missed that.
And I'm sorry, A'ja Wilson. Well, like to talk about the men's game real quick. A'ja Wilson as a personality is infinitely more interesting than Wemby.
Oh yeah,
Wemby and I love Wemby. I respect
player.
him. He absolutely deserves a shoe deal. Yeah. His accolades, that logo is fire. But it's strictly an on-court thing with him. Like he seems like the new Tim Duncan, like personality wise, which cool. All respect to him. Hoop, that's all you care about. That's all I care about too. But like for this, A'ja absolutely deserves her own shoe, bro. Come on. Like, get out of here.
New Balance has a whole thing of, and it's not even a campaign. It's just Kawhi says nothing in this commercial.
Right.
And so like if and I understand it's two different companies, but like you can push a personality and a talent like A'ja Wilson and have no issues with it. I don't understand where the fear is.